downtown Charlotte. Tonight, it's the second game here on this wild card Saturday, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Carolina Panthers. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Play action. Now McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Oh, he sheds himself free. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, 77 yards. And the Vikings will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 45. 1. 6. Mega. Ready?
Young working out of the gun. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Black shot. Fight. Pitch.
Young to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's good for a Panthers.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll throw again. Young. To the left side, he's got McMillan. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Slot man moves right. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. That is incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Looking to throw McCarthy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks if you're a sprinter. Get longer than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passers.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Let's go now. Ready.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations.
Okay, ready?
But a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now here's Young. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
If you don't drill green, red 38.
It'll be Young again. That is caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll find McMillan here. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's third and 2.
60 red. 60 set.
To the air once more, Young. Touchdown, Panthers. Jalen Coker from 13 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that was good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this.
And now it's blocked. The Vikings have got him. There he goes, left side. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. Here's McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Here's third and 3. McCarthy, he'll set to throw him. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 32 that time.
They scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
Now Jones. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are once again back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Switch, yellow. Here we go. Blue, 32. 10 cycles.
To throw, Young. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Ready. Hut, hut.
Young now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Flash. Ready, ready. 45.
Young to throw it. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. McCarthy operating from the gun. This is caught by Addison. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Now it's Mason. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings have yet again retaken the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Makes the score Vikings 26, Panthers 20. Will Reichert kicking off for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The problem was a former defensive back. I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Got a man, that's Leggett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a 1st down.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
And he's taken down inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Oh, Young loses it. And the Vikings, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how our defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 24 yards to gain there. Another 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Ready, break. Down. Yellow, rail, yellow. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready, set.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
We don't see it miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
Ready up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
45, wide. Ready.
Again, it's Young. Touchdown! Chuba Hubbard as the 1st half is winding down. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2.
Come on, set, slide blue, black 40. Hut, hut.
The Young's going to throw for this. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. These 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
They'll begin this series with a give to Hubbard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Ready?
Young to throw it. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Okay.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here we go. Ready.
Third down, Young from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Ready, set.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Young. This is caught by McMillan. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
52 set.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Throw right side taken by Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jatavion Sanders from 17 yards out. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
An inside give to Jones. And space tough to come by there. So get maybe a yard to the 37. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
To the air with McCarthy. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. His first catch stretch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he could turn upfield. No gain, second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Felton. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing is McCarthy. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now McCarthy. Got a man wide open, complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
And I believe that gain on third and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And he is caught. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. Fourth and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on fourth down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
39-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. To the air again, McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. From the 23, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw McCarthy. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Will Vikers to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big pickup of 38.
And the Panthers first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 27. To throw, Young. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Okay, ready?
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
They'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Ready.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Young working out of the gun. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Jatavion Sanders, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter, as the kick is away here. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
2nd and 5. To the left side, he's got McMillan. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Young now. That one complete to the gut. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's Young. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Here's 1st down.
Set. 50.
Young going to give it up on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This is 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Addison. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. He's back to throw. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Run flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
They'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talked about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Going for it, here's McCarthy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
Here we go. 10 flat.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.